Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Sweden or Bust. Now, I decided to start this episode on this screen because you know where we finished in the league, and we're now going to flash over and you will be able to see some of the results, and I'm hoping it will start us towards the top. Oh no, okay, it hasn't. Right, but it doesn't matter anyway. Basically, well, actually, we will come on to talk about what's happened, basically. But first, we're going to just quickly talk about the Bromma Poikana game in very, very brief detail. It was a pain in the tits. Basically, it was just one of those games where we had to exert way more energy than I would have liked. I would have liked to have just been able to get it out of the way, get a few goals in the first half, and substitute the best players to make sure. I probably should have just rested them, but I just didn't want to lose at home on the last day of the season. And maybe we should have rested players for this game. And I think we kind of... I don't know. But Emil Samuelsson's goal won the game for us with yet another great goal. He's just so good. And that's pretty much all that really happened in that game. Now, we're going to come on to the Champions League, and this is going to be our highlighted game for this episode. We managed to get a draw at home to Everton. I couldn't bloody believe it, and you guys are going to see the highlights of that right now, so I will see you guys in the highlights. Right then, guys, we were at home, and I don't know why there's an empty stand. That makes no sense to me. We're at home to Everton, and there's an empty stand. Like, crowd reasons, maybe? Is it because it's a terrace, and in the Europa League you're not allowed terraces? I don't know. Anyway, we managed to earn ourselves a point against Everton, and this is how we did it. Basically, there was only one clear-cut chance each in this game, despite them having quite a few more chances than us, but both teams managed to take them. Zofchak with the ball out on the right into Malango, back to Salomonsson pushing on. Zofchak then takes himself on a little mazy run down the wing, whips the ball in, and Goossens, well, who else but Goossens? Goossens is in there, and I thought, my God, if we could beat Everton here, we've got a real chance of going through, because we could then take some points off of Young Boys, perhaps, and if we can beat Everton, we can beat Young Boys away, and then maybe go and to see what we can do at home to Ruben, because if we can beat Everton at home, we can beat Ruben at home. Unfortunately, early in the second half, Aralas gets the ball, plays it into the channel to Samuel Eto'o, and smash. Ruining our dreams. But the fact is, it's still a point. And I thought, well, I looked at the way things were, and I basically said, if we can win our final two games in the Europa League group, we will go through, because, well, providing Everton beat Ruben when we play against Young Boys, which Everton did, which meant that if we beat Ruben, we went through because we'd finished with another point, with one more point than them. We did our very best to boost our goal difference, though, when we played against Young Boys away from home. We were bloody brilliant. One of the best away performances I've actually seen from us. Thomas Malic made himself a hat-trick in the first half. May Malango and Smedberg Dallas added to it in the second half before Guilherme Harau managed to get one back for them later on, but they really didn't deserve it. That was actually the first shot of the entire game that they had, and they had one more late on, but it was actually 9-0 on clear-cut chances, so that was quite a game. And with Everton's 1-0 win over Ruben, all we had to do on the last game was to beat Ruben, and we would get through, and we'd get some more fixtures to be played, which I was kind of looking forward to doing, to be honest, just to make the series go on for a little bit longer. Unfortunately, we lost 2-0 at home to Ruben, and that was really disappointing because we managed to get a draw here against Everton, and I think we were a little bit unlucky. We had just as many clear-cut chances as they did. Karadenic managed to score for them early in the second half, so at that point I just thought, well, we've got no choice, we've got to throw everything at them, and we did. We went ultra-attacking, essentially, and threw overload and just bombed. I changed it to shoot on sight because we just needed to get some shots away, and eventually we just couldn't do it, and we ended up getting caught on the break. Although I am going to show you the highlight of this last goal, because what was this madness? I'm going to show you this one too, because there's only 4 games in this episode, so we'll give you a bit more value for money for it. Anyway, I will see you guys in the highlights. Now, their first goal was relatively straightforward. Goal from a corner, ball in, bang, lovely. No one marked it at the back post. Very, very annoyed about that, because I've been trying to work on set pieces, and that was the exact opposite of pretty much what I was wanting to see from us lately, so a little bit annoying. But it was the second goal that they scored that annoyed me the most. You'll see why I was annoyed when the ball comes back to Albergue. I thought that his clearance had got blocked and ricocheted into the net. That wasn't what happened. And there's some utter bullshit going on here, because you'll notice what happens. Right, Albergue goes to clear this. Notice how, as he's clearing the ball, the Ruben player is already swinging his leg to take the goal, to take the shot, and the ball just hits it. It's like, how does he know that that's going to happen? It's really bloody annoying. That's some proper BS right there. Like, he's swinging his leg to take the shot before he knows he's even going to win the ball, which he clearly wouldn't do, because normally that would just go straight over his head. It was total crap. It's like the game decided that that was going to be the goal, and yeah, really, really annoying. And that was what eventually put the final nail in our coffin. And yeah, so that is basically the end of our season. We did eventually go out of the Europa League, finishing 3rd in the group. Really quite annoying as things turned out. I mean, Everton and Ruben went through, which was not really a big surprise. I mean, I'd actually set in motion some things. I'd sold a couple of the youngsters to bring in like a couple of million quid to give us a real transfer boost so that I could use that over Christmas to get us a real chance if we did get through. And I was really hoping we could get through so I could extend the series, but unfortunately we didn't, and I wasn't going to cheat you guys by not doing that. So let's take a look at the stats to wrap things up and just see if anyone's made any big moves, although you could probably argue that Malic has. Most appearances, Albergay. 48 games for us is pretty damn good. Goals, 17 goals in the end for Thomas Malic. Goossens finished with 14, which is pretty bloody decent as well. And Malangu with 9, not bad. Lots of goals from all over the pitch, and it's nice to see Salomonsson getting 7. Assist-wise, well, that was Goossens again, but Malangu, Jakobsen, and Smed Berdalis all ended up with 10 assists each as well. So lots and lots of goals, and lots of assists from all over. Players of the match, well, that's Malic, and Johansson also did a pretty decent job. I assume that Pekalski is the top pass, overall, in fact, nobody had even close to better than him. That's fantastic. That's what I like to see. Most reds, well, we only had one, and that was Pekalski. Most yellows, that's Bellstrom and Pekalski again. And best player of the season, well, made Malango. In fact, he even managed to get a better rating because he scored a couple more goals, got another assist, I think, or 2 maybe, and has now got a 7.30. So player of the season by an absolute mile for him. And that pretty much sums it up. And that is going to be the end of Sweden or Bust, because we can't go any further. There's not enough time before Football Manager 15 comes out to do another season. So it is probably, it's Wednesday now. Well, it's not Wednesday for me, but it's Wednesday for you watching this, Wednesday lunchtime. And what's going to happen now is Football Manager 15 comes out on Friday. The moment I get it, I'm going to put it in and we're going to do a first look. I'm just going to record from the moment I get it sorted, basically. Just so we can have a little look around. And then obviously the day after probably, or sometime around that weekend, you will see the new series start. And I've already sorted everything out for them. I just need to get it going. We will, obviously there will be 2 days in between there. We've got Thursday and Friday to fill the lunchtime slot. So what's going to happen in there is I probably will do a channel update tomorrow where I'll just talk about and I'll announce the new series and just talk about some stuff that's going on. And yeah, Friday they might have to miss a day. It depends. If I can quickly knock up a quick experiment, if anyone can think of an experiment idea that I could do, something they'd like to see me test out in the database of the game, any database, anything ever, then let me know and I'll do an experiment for that day or something just to see what happens, just to fill the gap, because I don't want to put out no content. I want to make sure there's always something twice a day for you guys. But yeah, thank you for watching the series. I'm glad people have enjoyed it because it seems like a few of you have, and that's great to see. Hopefully you'll enjoy my 2 new series that I will be doing. We will be doing another Scandinavia or Bust series at some point on Football Manager 15, don't worry, but it won't be straight away because I want to try something a little bit different first, and then we'll probably come back to it because I've really enjoyed doing a Scandinavia series. So yeah, that about sums it up. Thank you for watching. If you've liked this series, feel free to drop a like, and if you want to see some more in the next on Football Manager 15, then drop, I don't know, you can't drop 2 likes, so that's a bit pointless, but let me know if you want to see more of this in Football Manager 15. And yeah, if you've enjoyed this, subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys not in the next video, but in the next series. Bye-bye.